Chopra, news editor of NewsX. Devika, over to you for this next panel.
I would say tougher ones, because all of us in our life really do battle this one thing, which is of course nutrition and looking fit and feeling good. So hopefully we're going to learn something out of this session that we didn't know about before. I have Ishi with me. She's helped me a lot. I'm a cancer survivor myself, and during my cancer treatment, ma'am really helped me out with sending out a perfect diet plan, which really helped me bounce back to life as you see me today. So of course, I understand personally the value of nutrition, the value of a good diet. So I'm going to begin, of course, by asking you, ma'am, every day we're flooded with information today on the internet. There are so many people who claim to be nutritionists or dietitians who've done something that may have worked for them, and then they share that information out. I want to understand from you, what are perhaps the top diet fads today which you would like to use our platform to bust?
Well, first of all, thank you, NewsX, for having me, and lovely to have you here, Devika,
yes,
on this panel with me.
Likewise.
With our history in the back. And it's lovely to see you glowing and doing so well.
Thank you, ma'am.
And to answer your question, really, as a practicing clinical nutritionist, as a, just like an observer, I feel that nutrition has sort of failed us. The more we are getting aware, the more intelligent we are getting about food with a nutrition perspective, we have created too much of a mess. And the reason being that we have looked at food only with a telescopic angle. We're just breaking down food into nutrients, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, calories, so on and so forth. And it's getting much more complex, and this information being shared with the public has made it even more lopsided, because it's difficult to teach a community science which is to be understood by the professionals. So I think this is one of the very strong sentiments that I've been voicing of late, simply because the fads, like you said, today protein has become a very big issue that everybody, even my colleagues, my medical professionals around me, are calling me and saying, I think we are not making enough protein, we're not eating enough. I think we need that powder. Should I take whey? Should I take soya? Should I take veg protein? What should I do? That's just an example of where things are headed and how things get so difficult to communicate to the public and to the professionals in healthcare. Give you examples of now cholesterol, fat-free diets. All of that we've done. We've done low calorie, we've done low fat, we've done carbohydrate counting, we've done Atkins and South Beach, and today I think the top ones are the ketos and the intermittent fasting. Those are the ones which are doing the rounds. And what does it really tell you? It tells you the need and the desperation for something which is not being achieved.
Okay.
We are not heading anywhere with diets. So we need to relook and rethink of food and food as food, because the number one reason to eat food is, besides our hunger, is pleasure.
Right.
We cannot just become so oblivious of food, and I think Gunjan being here would understand as a culinary expert that unless the food tastes well, it's not going to, no matter how healthy it is, no matter how right it is in your calories and your proteins, it will not be successful. So we have much more deeper, we need to look at food much more deeply, but without trying to sound very abstract and philosophical. We have to look at food in food groups. That is the easiest way to understand.
Right.
When we have cereals, we have pulses, we have our proteins in animal food, we have the vegetables and fruits, and we have the fats and the nuts and seeds and oils. And that's about all that is needed. And whether it's sugar or processed food, etc., everybody knows today that they are not the best for us. However, knowledge is not translating into action, because there are elements in processed foods, in sugars and some other foods, which make it absolutely impossible to regulate for
Okay.
us. They are addictive.
Yes.
You know, so
Yes.
we cannot, I mean, I know that this is not good for me, but I'm going to still have it because my brain is not. So the reason why this is happening is we have to look into the gut. You know, that whole narrative about the gut has become very, very well understood today. And
Yes.
who is controlling us is our gut microbiome.
So, Ishiji, on that note, I want to understand from you. For example, I'm a person who maybe